go at it. FDNY with the lead. We're set for the official introductions. Let's go ringside and Phil Tefano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we march on to the next contest. This one at 165 pounds. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, in the red corner, he boxes out of FDNY EMS station number 20. Please welcome Mark Sincere Pachot. And his opponent, wearing NYPD solid blue and boxing out of the blue corner, from precinct 68, please welcome Joel Pay-Per-View Allen.
Well, Pay-Per-View Allen was one of those guys that had an entertainment value to him. We talked to him earlier, Tony Page.
He was just having a good time. He says, I remember I asked him, what about fighting in the garden? He said, oh, it's the garden. it's real simple.
Here we go. Mark Pachot. The black and yellow. Round one.
Both guys going at it right off the bat.
Pachot told us earlier he's going to work with jabs and combos. That's his theory. Allen, meanwhile, claiming he's in great shape. Very good shape, the 25-year-old.
A lot of desire. He wants to really win this fight. Shot working behind that left jab.
Box.
Carlos Sanchez with us. Tony Page, I'm Mike Crispino. This is more like a rumble. Carlos, you get involved in one of these, what do you have to watch out for?
I think you have to be careful with the headbutts at this point because they're going in. They're not. So although they have headgears, you can still get hurt by a headbutt.
The style's not exactly described as the sweet science. So if you get involved in that, you got to believe it's a little more difficult.
A lot of clutching and grabbing, trying to punch with one hand.
Toe-to-toe in round one. Let's check in with Scott Lasky.
Thanks, Mike. I'm with one of the ring card girls, Anne Marie, and I know it was really important for you to be here tonight. Why?
Well, I grew up in a house of firefighters, and I had one uncle who was a cop, and you know they would always go at it like, who's better, firefighters or cops? It was always the topic of every family sitting. And my uncle who was most passionate about it, his name was Brian McAleese. He was a firefighter with Engine 226 who passed away on September 11th, and I just know that he would be like, that's my niece killing it up there. Like, he would just be so proud. Even though it's something so small as being a ring card girl, I know he's smiling, looking down at me doing it. So it's kind of like a small tribute to my uncle who passed away, who I miss every day, and this is something small.
He's got a big smile up there. Thanks so much for a few minutes. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Mike, back to you.
All right, Scott. There's so many of the NYPD members and the FDNY members. You know, they do a job that's so important. Whether you're putting out a fire or chasing down something else as a police officer, without these guys and women, things would not be what they're like here in New York.
No, lot of us want to be firemen and policemen when we're kids. When we get older, I don't want to do that. But it's needed. It's necessary. That's the thing that's so important about this. We forget their full-time job being cops and firemen, and then they still find time to train and do this and fight here at the Garden. With dedication to both endeavors.
And that's, I mean, to train to fight in this kind of an event, Carlos, this is got to be as serious as it gets, right? As far as getting yourself up to this level, training-wise.
Well, it's a lot of pressure because fighting in the Garden is one of the biggest. This is the mecca of boxing for a reason. And on top of that, you know that you're representing your agency, or whether it be in firefighters or NYPD, and that's something that puts a lot of pressure on these guys. So I'll give them a lot of credit for what they do.
Well, they don't take it lightly. That was my impression talking to these fighters earlier today.
There's a rivalry between the two, but they're both heroes. They do work that most of us don't want to do.
Well, NYPD took the proceeds, their part of the proceeds from last year's event, helping to fund that the new Teddy Atlas gym and Flatbush Gardens. So they believe certainly in what he's trying to do. Final seconds, round 2. This one evenly matched at the Garden. Battle of the Badges from the theater at Madison Square Garden. Mike Crispino, Tony Page, Carlos Sanchez, Mark Sincere Pachot in the gold and black. EMS, the first EMS rep to fight in this thing. Former gold glover twice in that event. Roll pay-per-view. Alan, these guys are rumbling in the middle of the ring.
Finally realized last round is no more tomorrow. Always seem to pick it up in the last round.
Often last impressions make good impressions on the judges.
You realize you got nothing to lose here, so let it go. Land the punches. You never know. Carlos, when you fought in the championships and you got to the last round of any fight you fought, what were you trying to do in that last round, even if you know you won the last 2?
I always try to finish strong. I always wanted to leave that impression on the judges, and I didn't want to leave anything on the table.
Pachot, 25 years old, from the Bronx. Started boxing at age 15. So a teenager, has been at it for 10 years.
Still a lot of clutching in there.
Can you hurt a guy when you're in a clutch like that, Carlos?
You can if you land a short snap left hook or an uppercut, but half the time it doesn't happen.
Headgear problem.
How much time? Tighten it hard. Come on, blocking the ground. Come on.
That is braids in the ring.
Just like the top of the headgear came undone a little bit. And that's Ron McCall, the head coach. 3 times a Daily News Golden Glove champ himself in 3 different weight classes. So he's been around.
Very talented out of Bed-Stuy. It's a rest for both guys, so less than 15 seconds ago, you let it all hang out.
Final seconds of the 3rd. And that ends it.
Another tough one to score.
Our sincere Pachot for FDNY, and that's Joel pay-per-view, Allen, for the NYPD. Good, closely contested battle. I like Allen. I like his aggressiveness. There he is. One of the first fighters we talked to today. He was here early for the weigh-in, ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't wait to get on this stage. Let's find out who the winner is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, another very well-fought contest. Let's have a big hand for both boxers. And another split decision. Ladies and gentlemen, the judges award the decision to the blue corner, Joel Pay-Per-View Allen.
Get belt on, man. Get belt on, man.
One of a number of split decisions in this battle of the badges, and it came down to NYPD and a victory.